good evening, my brothers and sisters. How you doing? It is dinner time. Come on and sit down. The meal is prepared for you. Come in and get some of this good soul food this evening. How you doing, mother? I see your John Hancock down there. Come on in, brothers. Come on in, sisters. We got plenty of soul food tonight. It's dinner time. Invite your friends, my brothers and sisters. Come on in. We got something good on the menu this evening. The meal or the topic for tonight, we're about to open up the top. I'm about to pull the top off the platter so you can see what we're going to really get into this evening. How you doing? Welcome to the first part of the week, my brothers and sisters. Come on in. In a few more seconds, we are going to jump into this live broadcast. If you have anything that you want to share around the dinner table, my brother and sister, go ahead and share whatever you need to talk about, because we're family here. And we like to share everything, family, okay? How you doing, Sister Robinson? How you doing, my little sister, Rhonda Renee? Come on in, brother. Come on in, sister. In a few seconds, we're about to get into it. Well, how you doing, family? How you doing, friends? It's dinner time. Come on in. If this is your first time looking at the broadcast, my brothers and sisters, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Tony M. Toomer, and I talk about relationships. When I talk about relationship, my brothers and sisters, I talk about relationship between that of a man and a woman that should be serious-minded, that should move to commit, and after that commitment, that man or woman should jump across that final hurdle, mean the covenant part of a relationship. And this is who I am, Tony M. Toomer. Now, my brother and sister, when I talk about the relationship between a man and a woman, I talk about a man and a woman relationship from a biblical perspective. As you know and you're aware of, if you believe in the biblical account of creation, God first created the man being Adam. Secondly, he took the rib out of Adam and he formed what is called a woman, which is Eve. God represented the woman Eve to the man Adam. And in the presence of God, Adam said, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, I should call a woman because she came from man. That's the position I come from. Now, if you believe in any other type of relationship, you have what is called a free will. You could do whatever you choose to do. But if you're looking at this broadcast and you're sitting around this dinner table, we are into the relationship of that between a man and a woman. How you doing, Sister Flo Hardmore? I see you coming in. Now, we're about to get into it. The topic for tonight, or the soul food that we're going to digest tonight, is a man's relationship with Jesus. And a woman will have a major impact on his life. Listen to me carefully. A man's relationship with Jesus, God's Son, and a woman that God brings to the man will have a major impact on his life. Now, my brothers and sisters, listen carefully to what I'm about to say this evening. You know, gather around the dinner table. Most men and women really have not experienced what in-depth love is. I'm going to say that again. As a matter of fact, I'm going to say it twice. Most men and women really have not experienced in-depth love. Most men and women have not experienced in-depth love. Majority of men and majority of women have experienced like, L-I-K-E, And they also have experienced a whole lot of lust, L-U-S-T. So majority of men and women don't really know what in-depth love is. How you doing, Sister Sherry Smith? Most men and women do not know what in-depth love is. Most men and women do not understand how an imperfect man and an imperfect woman can experience in-depth love. The only way a man and woman can experience in-depth love, and you all probably know where I'm going with this, both the man and the woman must have a relationship with Christ, okay? Now, I have a few questions, my brothers and sisters, okay? Those of you that are coming in this evening, the topic for tonight, a man's relationship with Jesus and a woman will have a major impact on his life. There are 7 questions that I need to ask before I really get into it. Number 1, brother, do you love the Lord? Those of you that are in a relationship, my first question to you, brothers, do you love the Lord? If so, if you really love the Lord and you are in a relationship with a woman, this is going to be proof to you, brother, whether or not you really call yourself loving the Lord. When it comes to a woman, you have to have a plan. That plan always have to move from serious commit to the covenant relationship, which means you, brother, you cannot waste a woman's time being a girlfriend or a live-in. You have to advance the relationship towards that woman as a wife. Once that woman gets your wife, or those of you that are already married, the proof will be shown how you love that woman. That's the proof, how you love that woman. But the only way you're going to love her is Christ is in your life. Number 2, sister, do you love the Lord? The proof will be shown to you too. If you really love that man, if you really, really love that man, your love for the Lord will be dictated to that man whether or not you respect that man or not. If you say that you love the Lord, and I'm talking to you sisters that are moving towards the engagement period, or you're married. I'm not talking about no boyfriend or no live-in. You are at the point of the engagement and you moving towards being married. Do you respect that man? You know how you can tell whether you respect that man? How you talk to him and how you treat him. And do you go behind his back talking about him? Sister, do you go behind that man's back putting him down in front of other men and other women? Do you do that? Ask yourself that question. You're going to see whether or not you respect that man. Ask yourself that question, sister. Do you or do you not say negative things about that man to other people? Number 3, brother, do any man or any woman ever refer to you as an MOG? What is an MOG? Brother, have you ever heard a man or a woman ever refer to you as a man of God? This is very critical that I'm about to get in. Do any of your relatives, brothers, any of your friends, your co-worker, are they careful how they talk and how they behave when you come into the room? Do they respect you? Do they look at you, brother, as you are a man of God? Have you ever heard any of your relatives? Have you ever heard any of your friends or co-workers or people that don't know you? Are you a peculiar man? Have you ever been called a man of God? Now I'm getting to the nitty-gritty. Have you? Have you heard it with your own ears? Sisters, do any women or any men view you as a WOG? What is a WOG? A woman of God. Have you heard with your own ears your family, or your friends or co-workers or people that don't know you, you're a peculiar woman. Have you ever been referred to as a woman of God? Do people watch how they talk to you or talk around you or behave when you come in? You see, brother and sister, if you truly have a relationship with God, both of you, brother and sister, when you walk into the presence of another man or woman, a group of people, you're supposed to radiate light. And when you radiate light, darkness scatter. We talk about the inside of a man and woman. Brothers, is Christ number one in your life? If Christ is number one in your life and you're in a relationship with a woman, that woman ranked number 2 in your life. She's supposed to be advancing from your girlfriend and your living to being engaged and being in a covenant relationship. So, brother, if Christ is number 1 in your life and this woman, she's supposed to be number 2 in your life. No other people, no other thing comes between Christ and that woman. She's supposed to be number 2. Christ number 1. Sisters, is Christ number 1 in your life? If Christ is number 1 in your life, that man that you should be engaged to or getting married to, he's supposed to be number 2 in your life. No man, no woman, nobody comes before that man except for Christ. Brothers and sisters, do you know without a shadow of a doubt that your mate is in love with you, or to say it differently? This is another proof of whether or not, brother or sister, that man or woman is in love with you. Your relationship, is your relationship characterized by peace or conflict? If you're in Christ, my brother and sister, and you're in a relationship, majority of the time in your relationship should be a bliss of peace. If you, brother, and you, sister, are in turmoil majority of the time and you have conflict, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but Christ is not a part of that relationship. How you doing, Sister Deborah D. Scott? Christ is not a part of that relationship if you have conflict in your relationship. The topic again, a man's relationship with Jesus and a woman will have a major impact on his life. As it is written in 1 Corinthians 14:33. 1 Corinthians 14:33. 1 Corinthians 14:33. It say this. It said, for God is not the author of confusion. How you doing, Sister Bailey? But of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. Check this out. God is not the author of confusion, but peace. If you are in a relationship, brother, with God and your woman, you're supposed to have peace, not a whole bunch of confusion. And here go another verse from 1 Corinthians 11:3. 1 Corinthians 11:3. 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I will listen to this, brothers and sisters, so you can know how the structure of a relationship is supposed to be. 1 Corinthians 11:3. And Paul is writing this. Paul wrote this. It states, how you doing, Brother Moses? It states that, but I want you to understand, listen to the positions, my brothers. Listen to the position, my sister. I would want you to understand this, that every man's head is Christ. So, brothers, your head, who do you answer to? Brother, you answer to Christ. That's who you answer to. You answer to Christ, brothers. And the head of the wife is the husband. Who do you answer to, sister? If you're married, your head is your husband. Do we have that straight? How you doing, Sister Pat? And the head of Christ is God. Let me tell you this again, 1 Corinthians 11:3. But I want you to understand, you got to understand it, my brother and sister. It's about positioning and authority. It say, the head of every man is Christ. In general, the head of every man and woman is Christ. But we get specific when it comes down to a relationship. Okay? Brother, you must understand who you answer to. You answer to Christ. And if you answer to Christ, brother, Christ is going to impact your life. The head of every wife is a husband. Sister, if you acknowledge that imperfect man, your husband, as your head, that man that you're engaged to, he is your head. And the head of Christ is God. Brother, that woman that you're in a relationship with, she's equal to you. She's equal to you, brother, but you all are different in your roles and position. You understand? She's equal to you. She's not no subordinate to you, brother. Some men, you get misconstrued that the woman is beneath you. She's not beneath you. Let me give you a little thing about what's going on in heaven. You have Jesus that's sitting on the right hand of the Father, and you have the Spirit of God in the church, okay? Is God greater than Jesus? Listen to this. Is God the Father greater than Jesus? Better yet, is Jesus greater than the Holy Spirit? I'm going to ask that again. Is God the Father greater than Jesus, the Son? Is Jesus, the Son of God, greater than the Holy Spirit? No to every one of those questions. God is not greater than Jesus. Jesus is not greater than the Holy Spirit. They are all equal. However, they got different roles and position in the Godhead. You understand that? They're equal, but they got different roles. They understand what it means to submit. Jesus submit to God the Father. The Spirit submit to Jesus. But they're equal. They're just like in your home, brothers and sisters. You, brother, and you, sister, you are equal in God's sight. But, brother, God put you in a leadership head role. Sister, he put you in a submission role up under the head. First Corinthians 14:33 again says, for God is not the author of confusion. If you understand that concept, you will not be confused. If you don't understand that concept, you're not going to have peace, because you rejecting what I just said. What I just said is from God's word itself. So if you're in a relationship, brother, with a woman, or sister, if you're in a relationship with a man, these things that I'm telling you right now, these are some some fundamental principle in how to go about having a relationship. But a man's relationship with Jesus and a woman will have a major impact on his life. Brother, you are right now the focal point of what I'm talking about. Now, brother, let me discuss your relationship with God through his son, Jesus Christ. Before God bring a woman to you. Those brothers you that are single, before you think about a woman, before you even think about a woman, Adam didn't need no woman at one time. He didn't think he needed one. Adam actually thought he didn't need no woman. He didn't know it. God knew it. Any man that reject what I'm about to say, you are a fool. You are capital FOOL in all caps. God said that it's not good for man to be alone. If you reject what I just said, you are a fool. There are a lot of men that going around and say, I don't need a woman. Unless you're a eunuch, unless you've been castrated, unless you like Apostle Paul, where God got you on a mission going all around the world, but you're not Paul. You're not an apostle. That's not your assignment. In the beginning, God created he male and female. Any man that you hear on TV, in public, make a statement, I don't need a woman. God said that it's not good for man to be alone. So are you calling God a liar? God created the man. He created the woman. God made that statement. When I say God, it was a conversation in heaven between the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Let us, plural. God is plural. A lot of people think God is singular. It's one God, but it's three personalities in the Godhead. What Pat said is very true. You all see what Positive P. Whitehead said. She said, yes, two are better than one. That's very true. When you look in the book of Ecclesiastes, King Solomon wrote what Pat talking about in Ecclesiastes, where two are better than one. It's in the Bible. Two are better than one, unless your name Gilligan and you living on an island. But guess what? Gilligan had people living on the island with him. No man was created to be by himself. No man was created to be a loner. Adam, man, you have to get your life together with God before a woman. Don't even think about a woman at this point. Especially you single brother, don't think about a woman. The first thing you're supposed to think about, brother, is your purpose, and you got to understand what gift God gave to you. Brother, when you came into this world, whether your mom and daddy was married or they weren't married, you here. God gave you life. The only thing your mom and daddy did, brother, is that they had a sexual relationship, whether they were married or not. You here. It was a whole lot of Olympic swimmers when your dad entered into your mother's womb. Your dad released a whole lot of Olympic swimmers in your mother's canal. It was a whole bunch of them swimming. They were trying to get to the goal. You know what the goal was? Your mother's egg. You got the goal, brother, because you here listening to me right now. God specifically called you to get the goal. You didn't get it because you didn't even know you was in the race. All this stuff was happening and you did not know. So God called you to get the goal, which is your mother egg. Now you here, brother. Now you here. You here for a purpose. King Solomon wrote in Ecclesiastes, let us hear the whole conclusion for man. Fear God and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. In general, brothers and sisters, in general, King Solomon, he condensed it. If you really want to know your perfect brother, in general, fear God and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. It don't mean, fear doesn't mean be afraid of him. It means you reverence and respect God. That's what it means. And you do what God tells you to do for his glory. God gave you, brother, a gift. Before we talk about a woman, God gave you a gift. In order to discover your gift, to do it the right way, you have to, brother, have a relationship with God through his son, Jesus. You cannot bypass Jesus to get to God the Father. There are a whole bunch of people that want to bypass and get around Jesus to get to God. There's a whole bunch of people that don't believe in Jesus. But one day, they're gonna come face to face with Jesus. There's no way to God the Father but through Jesus. So, brother, you got to decide, will you, or will you not have a relationship with God's son, Jesus? Just like Adam had a relationship with God's son, Jesus. He wasn't called Jesus then. He was just identified as the Lord, or the voice of the Lord that were walking during the cool of the day when Adam and Eve got messed up. That was none other than Jesus. Now, brother, when you have a relationship with Jesus, Jesus did not create you, brother, to do your own thing. Jesus created you for his glory and his purpose. He gave you a gift. He didn't give every man the same gift he gave to you, brothers. He gave different men different gifts. Some men use it for God's glory. Other men use it for worldly gain. But you got a gift. Once you discover your gift, God is going to show you how to utilize that gift that's in you. You understand? God going to show you who you are. You don't know who you are yet, brother. You don't know your potential. You have potential, brother. You don't know who you are. You learn how you are as time go on. God going to identify your gift, but you have to be humble. Before a woman come into the picture, you got to be humble. Okay? You learn, when you learn who you are, the more you learn who you are, the more you're going to learn who God is. So God, you going to, just like Moses. Moses had to take time, personal time with God. Paul had to take personal time with God. Brother, it's a prerequisite and it's mandatory that you have time with God every day. Your schedule is not that busy. If you go to work or whatever, guess what? God gave you the ability to do whatever you're doing. It's mandatory that you have personal time with God every day. And once you understand that, brother, God is going to cause you to grow. God is going to prepare a place. God is going to put you somewhere to live, like he did Adam. God is going to give you assignment like he gave Adam to cultivate the ground. God going to give you assignment to cultivate wherever he put you at. So you're going to cultivate. God going to expect some things from you. He's going to let you know what he expects from you. So God going to provide you with somewhere to stay. He going to teach you who you are. He going to give you a task to utilize your gift. You understand? He's going to also give you what is called a boundary. Like he gave Adam a boundary, don't eat of that fruit. God going to give you a boundary, but he's not going to take your will from you. You understand? He's going to give you a boundary, brother. Now, when God got you together through his son Jesus, your lifestyle before a woman, brother, is going to start having an impact on people. It's going to have an impact, male, female. Wherever you go, brother, you are going to shine. Let me tell you what I mean by shine. When Moses went up to that mountain to get the 10 Commandments, when he came down, he did not know his face was shining. He didn't know it. When people saw Moses, they moved back. They never seen a man's face shine like that before. And I'm not talking about with no Vaseline. Moses did not know he was shining. But the people seen it. And when Moses found out that his face was shining, he had to put a veil over his face. Do you not realize that, my brother? Let me tell you, that was an outward shine. But you up on the grace today, brother. When you spend time with God, brother, the Lord is going to shine, but he's going to shine on the inside of you, and it's going to come out. And when you walk in a room, wherever your feet goes, brother, you going to shine. But you're not going to be like Moses, where his face was shining. Your inward part, brother, is going to shine. When the Lord is in you, brother, it's going to shine. You're going to be a particular man. People are going to think that you're strange and you're not in the group Cameo, but they're going to think that you're strange. The way you talk, men and women, how you doing, Sister Selma? How you doing, Sister Mary? Pat's mother, how you doing? How you talk, brother, the way you talk, you're going to talk with grace. You're going to talk with confidence, but it's not going to be your confidence. You're not going to be arrogant. The way you talk, brother, you're going to talk with power because God's Spirit is in you. People going to do one or two things, brothers. People going to gravitate to you or they're going to move away. There's no in between, brother, when you follow the Lord. You're gonna repel some people and you're gonna draw some people based on the Lord in you. You understand? You're gonna have a major impact on people, bro, because what you're doing, you ain't trying to do nothing but please God. That's what your focus. I want to please God. Whatever God put you at to cultivate, that's what you're gonna be doing. So your life is going to be impactful. But you see, everything that happened, brother, you're going to give glory to God. People are going to see your shine because you are particular people. Some people might say you crazy. Some people might say you a Jesus nut. I guarantee you, when you got the Lord in you, brother, you ain't got to go around talking to everybody, Jesus this, Jesus that. You ain't got to do it. It's just by how you talk and how you move, people going to respect you. People that don't respect you, if they don't respect you, they're going to scratch their head because they're trying to wonder what it is about you. Because you're not a man of the world. You're in the world, brother, but you're not a part of the world. But you're moving in the world. Just like when Jesus came, Jesus was in the world, but he was not of the world. And brother, that's how you're going to be. You're going to be in the world, but God called you out, but you got an assignment. And it's just like this. If you walk into a house, I have said it before, just like this. When you come home at night and the lights are out, when you flip that switch, you may have one light bulb, but it illuminates the whole room, right? When that light come on in your house, when you flip it on, if you have any roaches or rats, they're going to run. That's how people do, brothers. That's what's going to happen. When you walk into a room, you're going to be the light. And those roaches and rats going to roam, which I'm talking about roach men and roach women. Rat men and rat women. They're going to roam because you are the light. You are the light, brother. You the light of the world. You understand? Your power is like your cell phone. Your energy, like when you plug your cell phone into the wall. Your life is plugged up to Jesus. That's your energy. So you ready to take on the world, but you're not complete yet. Adam was perfect. That means he was without sin. But yet, God said it's not out of everything God created, he just said one thing that wasn't good, and that was it was not good for man to be alone. So God gonna equip you, brother, to do what he wants you to do with your gift. Once God have you together, guess what God gonna do? You're gonna be preoccupied doing something for God. He may cause a sleep to come over you. You may be on vacation or whatever. You may go to the grocery store. You ain't even think about a woman. You're not going to have to go to no club. You're not going to have to go no cruise. You ain't going to have to do nothing to go look for no woman. There's nowhere in God's word where God calls a good man to go looking for a woman. God does not have a man to go look for a woman. God orchestrates for the woman to come to the man. He always does that. God orchestrated. So you got an impact for life, right? Now you need an impactful woman. Now we're going to discuss what happens when Jesus brings a virtuous woman to you, brother. We're going to discuss this. Before God brings this virtuous woman to you, she's not perfect. She has a history, like you have a history, but you were washing the blood of the Lamb. The Lord, while the Lord got you doing all this over here, the Lord is preparing a woman for you. The woman that God brings in your view, brother, she is already a wife. She's ready. You understand? She is ready. Whenever God brings a virtuous woman to you, brother, she is ready. All those women that you was playing with, they were not meant to be. Some of those women that you had a relationship with, you know why I kept messing up? You know why you were having headaches? You know why you were running through women and stuff? They were not meant to be in your life. But God let you exercise your free will, or per se, to sow your wild oats. And you got messed up sometime. I know about that, because I done got messed up sometime. Because I was doing my free will, but God had a will for me. Like he have a will for you. But you got to get on God's page, on God's schedule. Once you're on God's page and God's schedule, you living an impactful life. And now your light is shining, brother. But God going to bring a woman in your life. And when God brings this particular woman in your life, you're going to illuminate. Your illumination is going to grow larger. This is what God does. He brings this virtuous woman into your life through life circumstance. This woman that God is going to bring into your life, she don't know who you is. Just like Eve didn't know who Adam was. Just like Rebecca didn't know who Isaac was. Just like Ruth did not know who Boaz was or is. The woman that God got for you, you don't know who she is. God don't need nobody to matchmake or pick a woman for you. Don't ever, brother, don't let a man or another woman matchmake you for God. That's God's job. No man, brother, or no woman know what woman's supposed to be in your life. Oh, your family mean well and good. Your friends mean well and good. But they didn't, most of the time let me tell you something, brother. Most of the time when a man bring a woman attention to you, most of the time, brother, in a brotherhood, you can testify, most of the time a man would talk to another man about, I bet you she got some good stuff. That's all. That's what most worldly men gonna talk about. I bet you she got some good stuff. That's how men normally talk. Worldly men. Godly men ain't gonna talk to you like, I bet you she got some good stuff. Godly man would say, hey, that's a godly woman. Godly men, if you have some godly friend, they're gonna say, that's a godly woman, or brother, don't mess with that one. She's going to lead you to hell. She is related to Delilah. Don't bother her, cause brother, fire will burn. God will bring the right woman into your view. God doing all the leg work. That's how you find a woman, brother. You ain't got to go looking for a woman. You find her when God said, it's just like this. God bring a woman just like this. God, here go the woman. God said, there she is. The world bring women to you like this. God bring a woman to you like this. Boom. However he does it, that's how God do it. When God bring you a woman, brother, listen to what I'm saying. When God bring the right woman to you, this woman going to come to you, but she's not going to come with her hands out. You got to understand it, brother. When God bring a woman to you, she will never come to you with her hands out. She will come with helping hands. When God bring a right woman to you, this woman, she's going to be doing her life thing. Because she ain't don't even be looking for a man. Virtual women don't go looking for men. You understand? They don't do it. They just live their lifestyle. Case in point. And you all know about Ruth, right? Ruth was not looking for Boaz. She wasn't looking for him. She wasn't looking for no man. All Ruth would think about was her grind. The only thing Ruth would think about was serving God and taking care of her and her mother-in-law. God worked it out where Boaz came and he saw Ruth on his property. That don't mean that the man you're gonna meet him on his property now. This called life circumstance, okay? Ruth was not looking for Boaz. Boaz was not looking for Ruth. Listen to what I'm saying, brother and sister. Ruth was not looking for Boaz. Boaz was not looking for Ruth. What happened? God put Ruth right on Boaz's property, his eyesight. Boaz came at the right time, God's time. If Boaz was not even on the Price is Right, he didn't have to say behind door number 1, door number 2, number 3. He wasn't playing the Price is Right. Ruth was there. God planted Ruth right there. Boaz came up. He seen her. God did all the leg work. That woman came from another country. She was not on. That woman came from another country. God put her there. Bam. That don't mean, brother, that God gonna bring you a woman from another country. He might bring a woman next door across or behind that live behind you. But he gonna put it right in you, in your face. So God put Ruth there. Boaz seen her. Boaz seen other women. This is a key thing, brother. Boaz seen other women. There was other women that Boaz seen before he seen Ruth. When he seen Ruth, Ruth was not twerking. You understand? Ruth was not twerking. Ruth was not doing this. Ruth was showing her body. Ruth wasn't doing this. Ruth wasn't doing none of that. Ruth wasn't trying to get attention. Ruth was down on her grind. The woman that you meet, brother, she going to be on her grind. She going to be on her grind because she was not looking for a man to take care of her. She ain't got to go around saying she's strong and independent. Because she dependent on God. You see her. Like Boaz seen all those other women. You're going to look at other women too, brother. But the right woman, she's going to stand out. She's going to stand out. Like when Boaz seen Ruth, he asked the man that was working on Ruth, he said, "Who is that?" And the man gave him a 411 on Ruth. He did a little research on Ruth before he approached her. It was something about Ruth that stood out, that didn't stand out about those other women. You see what Boaz seen out there? Boaz seen women that gossip. He see women out there with that gossip. He see women out there that keep up a whole lot of mess. He see women that trying to get the other men's attention. Not Ruth. Ruth was solo. Ruth wasn't hanging. Ruth wasn't in no girls' club. Ruth wasn't going around hanging with the other women. She didn't have to hang around other women. Ruth wasn't there to play no games. She wasn't there to run no games on Boaz. Boaz seen her. Boaz stepped up to her, just like you're going to step up to her. That right woman. You're going to have a conversation. And let me tell you what's going to happen, brother, when God brings the right person in front of you. She's not going to come with her hands open. The woman that God brings to you, brother, she's going to be very feminine. She's going to be very feminine. She's going to be soft-spoken. She's going to be very well respectable to you. She's not going to bow her chest up to you and go blow for blow with you. She's going to listen to you talk. She's not going to interrupt you when you talk. She's not going to cut you off while she's talking. She's going to respect you. She ain't going to have you going getting broke down at that jewelry store trying to get the biggest ring down there. She's not going to do that. You talk to her, and you know what you're going to start doing, brother? In your mind, you're going to start saying, hey, I see that woman being a part of my plan. I'm tired of being me, myself, and I. That's what you're going to say. I'm tired of being me and myself and I. I want to be about we, us, and our. That's what you're going to say, brother. And then you know what, brother? You're going to ask her out for dinner. What did Boaz do? Boaz invited Ruth to dinner so he could get more acquainted with her. You're going to set up a situation, brother, where you're going to want to get more acquainted with the woman. You're not going to want to get acquainted with her so you can throw her on her back and open up her legs. That's not going to be your main goal. You want to know about this woman. How you doing, Sister Thompson? And guess what? What she gonna do? You know what that woman gonna do when you start showing her favor? Because you're gonna start saying, I want to do something for this woman. That's what you're gonna say, brother. You're not trying to buy her, but you're gonna say, I want to do something for this woman. That woman special, I want to do something for her. Those other women out there, those gossipers, those negative women, those women that like to hang in cliques, those women that like to twerk, I don't want none of them. Those women that like to be on social media all the time, every day, looking for men to jump out in their inbox with their skimpy clothes on. She not like this. She gonna be modest in how she talks and how she dress. Because this woman know her body is for her man, not for men, plural. She know her body is for her man, not men. She ain't looking for the approval of men. She only looking for approval of her man, which is you, brother. So, let me tell you what that woman gonna do when you start showing her favor. Guess what she gonna do? She gonna do just like Ruth did. Ruth went and told her mother-in-law about this man. That woman, she gonna go tell her mama if they got a good relationship, or she gonna tell her girlfriend, child, I met this man. I ain't never met a man like this before. Her friend gonna say, tell me about him. If her friend said where he worked, she said, I ain't talking about where he worked. Let me tell you about this man. This man treated me nice. Her friend said, where he worked? What he doing? Wait, let me tell you about who he is. I can see something in that man going somewhere. That man is following God. He following God, child? Yes, he following God. That's a godly man. I could tell how he talk, how he moves, how people respect him. Men and women respect him. He don't care what the world say about him. He loved God through his son, Jesus Christ. What does he do, child? Where he live? Does he have a lot of money? He rich? Okay, you want to know how rich he is. He's very rich because God, his father, own everything. That's how rich he is. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, do he have, excuse me, does he have 6 figures? Does he have a 6-pack? Is he 6 feet tall? No. He's a man of God. How he look? He look godly. Now, is he fine? Does he look like Denzel Washington? He looked like Jesus. How you know how Jesus looked? I read it in the Bible. Oh, I ain't got nothing else to say. I ain't never met no man like that before. I'm still dealing with Rico. That's the only kind of man I know, Rico. But this man, he's a man. Brother, when you select the right woman, guess what you're going to do? You're going to be ready to activate. When you find the right woman, through God bringing her to you, you're going to go ahead and say, I'm going to be serious with this woman. You're going to have a serious conversation with her, right? Although other women, shoe fly don't bother me. You're going to say, you're going to have a serious conversation with this woman. You're going to let her know, hey, I'm going to marry you. You ain't got to ask. You just go ahead and say, I'm going to marry you. Are you down with it? You ain't got to get on her. You ain't got to get on your knees and beg her. There ain't nowhere in the Bible, brother, that a man get on his knees and beg a woman to marry him. Nowhere. Adam didn't get on his knees for Eve. Boaz didn't get on his knees for Ruth. Isaac didn't get on his knees for Rebecca. That's man crap. You ain't got to get. You get on your knees for God. You don't get on your knees for nobody else. Because you're a son of God, brother. You don't have to run after no woman. God bring her to you. So you get serious. You had that conversation with her and you tell her, look, we can do this. This would be about us. This is going to be ours. So you including her into your life plan because you see God brought this woman into your life. She came in with helping hand, not with taking hand. She let you know that she want to roll with you, brother. Y'all set that date early. You set that date early. You don't wait 2 years for her to wife her down. You go ahead and say this. You ain't even got to go say, I need 5 years to learn about you. Let's live together. Let's play house. Let's see where this go. Let's just live together. Let's just see where it go. No, no, no. You ain't got to live with no woman to see where it's going to go. It's going to go when you do it God's way. It's going to go. I got to see, can she cook? I got to see, can she clean? I got to see, can she throw down in the bedroom? When God brings the right woman to you, brother, she's going to be able to cook. She's going to be able to clean. She's going to be able to throw down in the bedroom. Leave it to God. God's going to bring a woman fully equipped for you. All that stuff what you were doing with all other women. All that stuff. When God bring the right woman, she's not going to be perfect now. But when he bring the right woman, then when God bring the right woman to you, guess what, brother? When people think about you, they're going to be thinking about her. Sister, when God put you with the right man, they're going to be thinking about him too. Listen to it. Abraham and Sarah. Isaac and Rebekah. Boaz and Ruth. Mary, Joseph and Mary. Aquila and Priscilla. You, brother, and you, sister, y'all going to be a godly couple. Those names that I just named, those were godly men and women. Were they perfect? No. They fell on their face. They made errors. But guess what? They had a lot of peace. And that's another good example. Barak and Michelle. That's a good example. Good example. And let me tell you this. I'm glad Pat brought up Barak and Michelle. If they had, this is a good thing too. You know that Barak and Michelle, they are human, right? Just like the rest of those people, they are human. You didn't hear Michelle putting no mess out on Barak in public, did you? Those women that just named, they didn't scandalize, they didn't tell everybody about their relationship, whether they were having problems in the house. They kept it at home. Brother, when you get a good wife, she's going to keep it home. Those scatterwags, they tell everybody. They tell their friends what's going on in the house. They tell their girlfriend, and they even tell other men. These are immature women. Brother, don't deal with no immature women that talk too much. If a woman talk too much, cut out. You could entertain her. Give her some peanuts. Give her some breadcrumbs. Those women that just give her some breadcrumbs. Give her some breadcrumbs, and she's going to bring back a whole loaf, and people going to tell you what she said. I'm telling you, brother, don't get with no woman that talk too much. A woman that brother, listen to this. A woman that tell you what her and her girlfriend be talking about. A woman that tell you about what her and her mama talk about. A woman that tell you what her and her daughter talk about. A woman that tell you what her brother and her daddy talk about. Those dangerous women. Because guess what? If they tell you about personal conversation what they have with other people, they're going to tell what you talk to her about. gossipers, slanderers. You don't need that, brother. You need a godly woman. Brother, you need a woman that when you walk, when people see her, they're going to say, my, that's a woman right there. And you know what, brother? Check this out. Check this out. Brother, when you get with the right woman, and sister, let me tell you this. Sister, listen up to this. When you get with the right men, sister, your girlfriend, a lot of your girlfriend, they're going to be envious of you. Listen to what I'm saying, sister, your brother. When you get with the right man, some of your girlfriend, they're going to be envious of you. Especially if they running through, especially when they ain't got no man, when they got a piece of a man, when they got a man coming through their house at 12 o'clock at night, in the morning, texting them saying, how you doing? I'm telling you, sister, when God put you with the right man, don't tell your girlfriend about all the goodness of this man. Don't do it. That's where some of your sisters mess up. You tell your girlfriend too much about how good this man to you is. And when you tell your girlfriend how good this man is to you, if they know some dirt on you from your past, they're going to tell it to him. If you're having problems, they're going to try to sneak in and get close to your man. Don't do it. Brothers, don't tell other men a lot of stuff about your woman. Brothers, don't have no men coming to your house when you're not there. Don't let them feel like they could just drop through the neighborhood. Don't tell your men friends a lot about your wife. Especially don't tell these guys about how you and your woman be in the bed and stuff. Don't tell them none of that stuff, because all you doing is you directing, producing, and writing a script for your guy friend. And then when you be at work, your guy friend know you at work. They might want to drive through and then knock on the door and say, I'm just stopping. Is your husband there? They know your husband at work. They bought at work. And some of you sisters, don't have your girlfriends coming over there and hanging out all the time. I'm telling you, don't do it. That's right, Sister May, snakes in the grass. And I'm going to tell you this before I go. This is how dirty some women are, and men. This is how dirty. This is a page from my past. And I wasn't married. But some of you have heard this story, some of you have not. I was dating this young lady, this young senorita. I was dating this young senorita. And she had a gathering over to her house, right? And there was a whole bunch of people that were there. And my sister that's looking at this right now, my blood sister, she was sitting right by me. My sister and I, we were sitting at this table together, and then there was this other lady that was sitting right by me. The lady that was sitting on my left, she was friends of the lady that I was dating, okay? The lady that I was dating, her and this lady, real good friends, just like that, right? So, while the lady I was dating, she was trying to be a good host at her house party, right? You see, my sister knew what I'm talking about. She was a good host. She was a good host. And her girlfriend that was sitting right here, she was start rubbing on my leg. And then I'll move her hand out the way. Then she kept rubbing. She kept rubbing, but she was looking at her girlfriend. She was smiling and everything. But the action was going down up under the table, right? So I kept moving the girl hand out the way. Then she tried to move her hand to, you know where she was trying to move it, you know, she was trying to move it there, right? So look at Pat, yeah. She pat my leg, and then she tried to get the other leg too, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? She was trying to do that. So I did my sister like this, and my sister, she like looked over there, and then I did my eyes like this. You know how you could talk with your eyes like, And then my sister, she seen it. Dirty. Dirty, dirty, dirty. The woman that I was seeing, her girlfriend was trying to rub my thigh. And then she was trying to rub the other thing too. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm telling you. Don't trust them. Don't trust them. Brothers and sisters, don't have your friends hanging around your house. Don't have them hanging around your house. Brothers, some of your guy friends, if you got a nice looking woman, she might not have to look nice. She could be an adjustable 7, right, Flo? She could be adjustable 7. Those guys that you have hanging around your house, they may make a pass at your woman. Don't set it up for them. That guy that you think you all just like that guy will make a pass at your woman. Don't have men hang around your house. That's right, Anita. Don't have no men hang around your house. Don't have no women hang around your house, sister. And don't let none of your friends move in because they got hard time. Don't let them move in. Sister, don't let your girlfriend move in your house. Brother, don't let your guy friend move into your house because they might want to get friendly with your mate. And you know what? Don't set it up for them. If your friend have a hard time, brother or sister, you get them a room at Motel 6 or something. Say, I can help you for a few days. Don't let them move in your house. That's right. That's right, Teresa. Don't let them move out your house. I'm telling you something. I hope you all enjoyed tonight's dinner, because I sure did. Wasn't that dinner good tonight? Did you all enjoy that soul food tonight? I did. Guess what? We're going to have some more good food tomorrow, Lord willing. I hope you all enjoyed the meal tonight. If you want to take a carrot out, my brothers and sisters, you want to take a carrot out, go ahead and put it on and share it with your friends and all that kind of stuff. You can share it. You know what I mean? You can share it. I love you, brothers. I love you, sisters. Lord willing, I will be here tomorrow night. Peace out.